Almost 1 year ago, St. Brown said that if the Detroit Lions made the playoffs, he would dye his hair blue, and he did just that, and it lasted him for 3 games. And it seemed like just yesterday that was happening. So I started something. I dyed my beard, and you guys said in the comment section, yo, if we win the game, the wild card game against the Rams, you got to do your eyebrows. If we win that game, you got to do your hair. Well, I tried to do that in California, but you got to have some hair. I didn't want to be looking like James Brown from CBS. No, no disrespect to James, but I know when the painted on hair is there, and that's what it looked like. It looked like painted on hair, so I had to wash it all out, but at least I did the beard, and I made a face on Twitter and made a tweet that went kind of viral. You guys remember the photo, man. Let me bring it in real quick. This is coming from, of course, my Twitter account, but this is the photo. It kind of went viral. Had hundreds of, I think it had almost 200,000 kind of likes and views or whatever it was, and that was my picture. Well, I got contacted by NFL Films a little later in the year, and they asked me that I want to be on receiver. You guys remember that. And it went through a variety of different ways they were going to do it, and then that's what they came up with. It was me and about 8 or 9 other Lions fans that had done photos and of blue hair, and they were appeared on receiver. I think somebody said it was there for 2.8 seconds. But listen, my face is on Netflix for 2.8 seconds, and I don't know how many of y'all can say that. I'm just saying. And just in case you need a little reminder, this is what it looked like. Your boy looking like, and I still got people now, even though it's been almost 6 months that this has been released, I got people now like, yo, man, I think I saw your face on receiver. Well, you know what? You might have seen my face, and I think somebody else saw my face as well. St. Brown has decided to bring the blue beard back, and check this out. Posted this on his Instagram picture yesterday, says part two. Well, let's see. Wait a minute. Saint, wait, what's going on, big dog? Because it looked like, now he didn't make that face the first time. But he made it this time. At least I don't think he did. I'm just saying, Saint, did you see your boy? And if you look at them all 3 together, let's look at all 3 together, bro. Let's pull this out. Well. That looked a little coincidental. And I posted yesterday, yo, Lions, this ain't a coincidence. I didn't know that I should have tagged the St. Brown Brothers podcast. But I should have, yo, Saint, what's up, man? Listen, this is all I'm saying. All I'm saying is let your boy hold 2 tickets to either the Super Bowl or the NFC title game. That's all I'm saying. Let me hold a couple. I want them big cardboard tickets that you get on the stadium. When you know what I'm saying, I put that joint right up on the side in the studio. I get it laminated, never ever let it go. But I'm just saying, come on, Saint. Now, I don't remember if he did this the first time. Y'all can let me know, because I just remember him painting his getting his hair dyed, but I don't remember the face. No, and that face look a little familiar, Saint. That's all I'm saying. And of course I'm joking. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like moderately joking, because it would be different if the tweet, the original tweet, it had like over 150,000. Like, it was funny because I was getting destroyed in the comment section. Like, people don't. It's funny how clueless Twitter is. Like, of course, they don't know what's going on. They just see a black dude with a blue face, and of course, I guess I'm being called Papa Smurf or whatever. But they're clowning me with this tweet at the stadium, the whole thing. I had no idea. Next thing I know, I get a direct message from somebody who works from NFL Films, and y'all was like, it's a scam. I never forget, like, everybody think everything is a scam. Y'all was like, man, this is a scam, bro. And then some of y'all was like, you need to be charging. I'm like, are you crazy? Do you know that the NFL does not pay the performers to perform at the Super Bowl? It's called exposure. So no, if NFL said, listen, what do I look like? Charging, saying, I'm not going to be. I need some money. You got to pay me. Nah, bruh. You're not going to get a bigger platform than the NFL and or Netflix, right? So, no, my face is forever, for 2.8 seconds or whatever it is, forever on Netflix. That's crazy. So, no, I'm not going to turn that down. No, I'm not going to say where my money at, because you got to see me on Netflix. But it looks like St. Brown might have seen your boy too, because like I said, it could just be me. It could just, but I don't remember this face. I don't remember this face right here until this face right here was made. And you can't tell me that he didn't see it because there I go right there. I was the second to last photo, I think. There was one more guy after me. It was like one, because I don't think I was the last person, but yes, I did pause Netflix. You can see it. It's at the 40-minute. And this is where I left off. And how ironic. Somebody shouted you out in the comment section, said you were paused. You appeared at 13 minutes and 13 seconds left. If you cover up the one, what is that? 3-1-3. And I'm like, yo, was this done on purpose? Because I actually saw a little bit of a proof before, and that's not originally what it was going to look like. So I did get to see a screenshot. It had like the edited, you know how you got the bar at the top when movies are being edited or whatever, and they tell you the timestamp, like it was at the top, and I sent the picture in. I actually like this one better because it was smaller. The other one, and it was multiple pictures on the screen at the same time. But yeah, I know this video is going to take, man, but it's something I wanted to do, having a little fun. Do I think St. Brown actually copied me? No, I don't. I don't think he copied me, but I'm like, yo, did he? Like, did he see my face? Is that where this came from? Because I feel like because the tweet went viral and it was noticed by NFL Films, and, you know, they liked it enough to get me on Netflix. I'm like, yo, maybe you did see it. Maybe you did. I don't know, Saint. I'll let your boy, though. So, Saint, let me hold. All I'm saying is let your boy hold 2 tickets to, I take either the NFC title or the Super Bowl. I'm just saying, I would prefer the Super Bowl over the NFC title, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. I'm going to take whatever you give me. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, but I forgot that to tag the St. Brothers podcast, St. Brown's podcast, in my tweet, because I'm like, wait a minute, I don't think St. Brown has a Twitter account, but I know the St. Brothers podcast does. And I'm like, yo, I'm like, man, that'd be crazy, bruh. That would be crazy. So let me know. Let me know what you think. Did St. Brown make this face prior to, because I don't remember. It could just me, but my memory is super old. I'm just saying, you know, saying holla at your boy, St. Brown podcast. But here's the thing. His brother and them, like, they don't even get sweets. His mom is, I'm not trying to get a sweet. I'm just saying, you know, I'm having fun. This is all about fun and just, you know, it's an exciting time to be a Lions fan. It really is. And we've been there through the dirt. Meek Robinson dropped the bar. He dropped the bar. He said, you can't bury what come from the dirt. I'm like, wow, that is a bar right there. A bar. So, but listen, we got some big plans for 2025. 2025 is, all jokes aside, 2025 is the year of the business. We taking Syndicate Sports to the next level. I've already got plans to start interviewing people. Just gotta, when the off season gets here, I'm going to buckle down on how to fix my software and how to get where it doesn't echo back on each other. I've been talking to Rode and trying to get this fixed. It's just something that I don't know, but as soon as I get that figured out, then we'll be good to go, where my guests don't get their sound, because I don't hear an echo, but they do, so they're getting their sound loop back in them, on them, and it's hard to do, and I think it shows up also on the broadcast as well. So that's going to be done. We're going to take this thing to the next level. I've got somebody who is very talented, in my opinion, who reached out to me and did a shirt for me. I'm like, yo, so we're going back and forth, and just the people that I'm meeting at these games, what I'm able to create. And I gotta, I had the craziest experience at the game. There's a gentleman who, I'm sitting in the section I was in, and if you saw a giant Jared Goff head on TV, it was behind the end zone that Jahmyr Gibbs, where the Detroit Lions were headed in the second and fourth quarters. It was behind that end zone. But if you saw a giant Jared Goff head, RP, by the way, if you saw a giant Jared Goff head behind an end zone, that was me. It was on the left side of one of the end zones and the goalpost. That was me. And so I'm sitting there, and a gentleman, this is before the game started, a gentleman comes down, and he comes down, and it was the coolest. It had to be one of the coolest interactions that I've ever had. I've gotten noticed at the stadiums a lot. And, you know, like I told you before, when I was in California, everybody seemed to notice me, man. It was crazy. And they started joking like, yo, you need security and all this stuff, just some fun times. So a gentleman comes down, and he's an older gentleman, so I know it wasn't the easiest thing to do. But he comes down, and we're like in the 12th row. So he comes down all the way down. And he's like, Lions Syndicate. So I turn around and I'm like, hey, so usually if somebody looks at me or they say my name, I'll usually point at them and be like, wait for them to say something. So I point at him. He was like, I watch you all the time. I watch you every day. And I hear that a lot. So I met somebody, shout out to North End. He was behind me and he like, yo, and a lot of people see me on Twitter and they don't like my takes. And then they meet me in person. They're like, oh, okay, this dude's just a fan. You know what I'm saying? He's a fan with an opinion like everybody. But the difference is, I guess I'm in front of people. So the gentleman says, hey, I watch you every day. And so I'm shaking his hand. And he just keeps throwing compliments. I'm like, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support. Keep watching. And I asked everybody, do you comment? And a lot of people, to my surprise, say, no, I don't comment. I'm like, why do you not comment? So he's like, I don't really, I comment occasionally. So he walks up. I'm like, okay, well, get back to your seat because the game about to start. And, it gets crowded. Like, I learned my lesson. It gets crowded when you are trying to move around the stadium. If you try to go visit somebody on the other side of the stadium, it will take you 45 minutes to get back to your seat on the opposite side of the stadium. So I'm like, get back to your seat. So he's walking up the stairs and he's saying, Lions Syndicate. So he's turning around and he's saying, y'all know who this is? Like he's pointing, y'all know who this is? This is Lions Syndicate right here. Lions Syndicate, man. And I just was like, I was like, wow. So the people that I was sitting with was like, man, you famous. I'm like, no, stop it. Like, I'm not famous, right? So, but it was just the cool. So I'm like, man, this was like the coolest experience because he was making sure, like, I'm like, dude, I'm literally nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, y'all know who this is? I watch you every day. Then I see him in the hall going out and I said, thank you for your support. Keep watching. He was like, I watch you every single day. And that's the stuff. It's crazy. So anyway, man, just a little fun video. Let me know if St. Brown, shout out to everybody that saw me, but let me know if St. Brown, if he made that face before, because I don't remember him making that face. I'm just saying, because I promise you, when I made it, I did not remember him making the face. I was just like, look at my eyebrows. That reaction was, well, that's why the caption to that tweet is, well, because here we go. Like, we did it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, just some fun, man. I appreciate all of y'all. Like, real talk. I made a attempt to do it full time. And a lot of people don't think you can do this, but if you run YouTube like a business and you have a business plan, YouTube can be a business. And I would have never thought, actually, I take that back. 5 years ago, you guys might know I was in a group called the DSA and things didn't work out, but here we are now. And this is what I wanted to do. And sometimes people have different goals. They have different things that they want to do. And that's why a lot of collaborations don't work out. But because I've had the support of you guys and I have stayed true to what I've wanted to do, I'm there. I do it full time. And this is only the beginning. The Syndicate brand is going to grow, but more importantly, it's going to inspire other creators as well to come up and be like, you know what? That dude can do it and I can do it too. Right. So anyway, I'm not trying to get all mushy. I appreciate y'all. You go through a lot on this platform. You really do, man. But your passion is what makes you shine through. And the last thing I'll say is, I talked to a guy today. I don't want to say his name because I don't like to put people out there like that unless they want to. But I talk, and I know it's like story time, but that's what makes me relatable, right? I talked to a guy today and he said, like, you seem genuine. You seem like a real cool dude. And he didn't have that opinion necessarily before hanging with me at the game. And what I realized is that, when people see me on the internet and they see me popping off at Brad Holmes or whatever the situation is, they might have an opinion. But when they meet me, it's like, yo, you a cool dude. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a cool dude. I'm a regular guy just like you who loves the football team. And I get emotional about it, right? The only difference between you and I is I make videos. That's the only difference. We are the same exact fan. We all want the same thing. And I also got a shout out, and this is the last thing I'll say. I got to shout out a lot of the creator. I saw Brad Golly. I don't know if you guys know him, but he's Channel 7. When I was coming back from San Francisco, he was on my plane. He was on the front seat. I was like, dang, it must be good to pay for priority boarding because Southwest doesn't have seating. Not yet. They won't have it until later this year, but he was in the first row. And when he got out, like a lot of these companies, a lot of these people, these independent people and stuff, like they'll pay for their own travel. So I don't know if Brad does that, but Brad, when he got off the plane and he was waiting on his luggage, he had bags and bags and bags of camera equipment, like stands and all that stuff. I was like, wow, so he does all this himself. So I got to shout out to all my independent media people and my media people who got to pay for themselves to get to these games. And it really made me say, you know what, Derek, you might not necessarily have the money, but it'd be worth it, man, because if you're kind of an independent media guy, you got to do what they're doing, right? So anyway, I know half this video was testimonial, man, but I just want to say thank you. It feels great to win. It really does. And it feels great to be around y'all, man. And that's why I wanted to be a season ticket holder, because sitting in the basement, making videos is cool, but being around other fans is like, you can't get no better than it. It really is priceless. It really is. So thank you to everybody that supports the channel. St. Brown, holla at me. Let me get 2 tickets to the Super Bowl. I'm just saying, or let me get on the podcast. I take being on the podcast. Anyway, this channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. And thank you for making me the #1 independent Detroit Lions content creator on YouTube.